Right, now this is my opinion on the English protesting. Now, there's been a lot of protesting in London. I don't know if you guys know about it, but if you literally just type in on Google English protest, London protest, it was one of the biggest protests with over 3.5 million people coming to London to protest. Now, this is my opinion as someone who's born in London, raised in London, from London City. Now, before I get into my opinion, I did want to say that you guys should definitely subscribe. Like, I really appreciate everybody who watches my channel. I'm almost at 2K. When I get to 2K, I'm going to be doing a questions and answers. You guys can ask me whatever questions you want, and I'll be answering it in a video. So I did want to say thank you guys for that, and I really appreciate everybody who watches my channel. I love all you lot. Thank you guys for watching my videos. But yeah, no, so basically when it comes to the protest, right, I just wanted to say that, it's a bit mad and a bit out of control. Like, I understand people talk about immigration and the amount of people coming to the UK isn't sustainable. I've talked about this in a video before on UK population, that the population is 70 million people and it's a small island. It's not like a big country like America or Australia or Africa, big continent. No, 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 no. UK is very, very small, especially England. England is tiny. It's even smaller than Germany. So my point is, like, there's not a lot of space, and there's a lot of people coming into the UK. Now, I understand other countries who have problems and they've got issues, but coming to another country to solve your problem will just create another problem in that country. Does that make sense? So, like, if you try to escape a problem from one country and then go to another country, then the problem is just going to go to that country. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, so this is the problem when they say about wages stagnating and everything's on the rise. It's a bit mad. Now, it's crazy because Banksy actually, shout out Banksy, actually made like an actual poster, like a painting actually talking about, like, if you see it, about a judge beating down protesters. Now, shout out to Banksy. Shout out to, if Banksy put a vest on me, I felt like God was testing me. Shout out Stormzy. That's a bar. That's a bar. You guys need to go on British rap. But basically, yeah, like, so, there's a lot of protesting going on, and I just feel like, the country's at a point now where, it's getting out of control. Now, obviously, when they're talking about people, there are people who are racist. There are people who are, twisting it and trying to make it a color thing, when it's not really a color thing. It's more like, as someone who's Asian and black, it's not really a color thing. It's more a thing of, like, when you're in a country which is overpopulated and there's too many people in the country, it creates divide. It creates problems of, there's not enough food, not enough water, not enough resources, not enough electricity, not enough petrol. There's a lot of problems, and people are mad. Like, people are genuinely mad. Like, people are actually not just saying it on the internet. It's not just Twitter. No, no, people are actually out here. Like, Elon Musk was on the screen doing it like live. Like, he was on the screen doing like a virtual talk on the screen, and there was a lot of people turned out to London. A lot of people from different areas came to London. There was interviewers and all sorts going on, because, the protesting is just a sign of the times. It's a sign of the amount of people coming. And yes, people come for a better life and all these things, and I understand it, because even my mum and dad, my dad was born in the UK, but my mum was also born in Africa. So it's like, I get that. But, for me, I just feel like, at a point now in 2025 where, people want to use color, or they want to use religion, all these things, but it's not really about that. It's just about population control, because if you have population control, you have the right measures in place, and the government actually cared, then there would actually be a sustained society where you can have 80, 90, 100 million people in a country, and it could be sustained. Like, if you look at China's population, they've got over like 1 billion people. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's all about management of a country, management of the society, but the government hasn't done that. The government has literally just said anybody can come, and it's messed everything up, and then it makes it harder even for work. Like I said, like, when it comes to working a job, like, I've said this in a previous video, but I was working security for like £15 an hour, but then they got some Asian dudes, and they're getting paid £5 an hour each, and they were literally getting underpaid. Like, that's below minimum wage. Like, I'm pretty sure that's not legal, but the bosses were doing it at the company, and it's crazy because they were getting away with it because the government didn't care. Like, as long as you pay the workers, as long as you pay your workers, the government doesn't really get involved. It doesn't matter if you're paying them under wage or whatever, like, because they're paying the workers, like, oh, we paid them, we paid them what we said in the contract. We told them we're going to pay them £5 an hour, and we did. It's basically just slavery. Like, it's exploiting people, and has also a bad system in itself by exploiting people from other countries, because that money is easy for them, and the money's going to get sent out the country. But it's messy. Like, it's a messy situation to be in, and I really believe that the entire country is really struggling at the moment. And there's a lot of people that have gone to universities and to try to get jobs and haven't even been able to get jobs going to uni. There's a lot of people who've been working very hard for a long time, but their wages aren't increasing. There's a lot of problems when it comes to identity of a country, and this is why there is protests. This is why people rise up. Like, at the end of the day, they say nations fall because people rise up, and people rise up and actually voice their opinions, say their opinions, go out on the street. There's a lot of trying to, like, cut off the media, trying to cut off what you can say. There's a whole online safety bill in the UK where they're trying to suppress what you can see on the internet and what you can talk about. That's when you become a dictatorship, because when you start to explore of, like, okay, we're going to ban information, we're going to ban Wikipedia, we're going to ban YouTube, we're going to ban people from talking about what they want to talk about, that's what makes people rise up more That's what makes people more irritated, because it's like you're trying to suppress instead of trying to fix an issue. It's like, for example, if someone tells you, oh, your shower's broken, and you just ignore them and you just ignore them, at some point your shower's going to leak more water and leak more water and more and more and more, to the point where the whole shower's leaking water all over the place, and you didn't fix the issue. You just try to duct tape the problem by just telling people to shut up and close their mouth. But by telling people to shut up and close their mouth is not going to fix the issue. It's just going to make the issue worse, because over time the issue is going to get worse and worse and worse. It's the same. Like, so there's like a little bit of bacteria in your kitchen and you don't clean it, that bacteria is going to spread, and it's going to spread to more and spread to more and spread to more, till you get 3.5 million people going to protest because the government didn't want to fix the issue. And that's my thing, is that when it comes to the protests in England, I understand the problem, but at the same time, the root of the problem is the government and is the people in charge, and you need to get people who are in charge that have the same values as the people at the country. Does that make sense? But anyways, let me know in the comments, really, guys, like what kind of videos you want me to make, what kind of topics you want me to talk about. My name's Krish, and I really hope you enjoyed this video.